Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. On today's episode, in honor of Thanksgiving here in America, and I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and happy Thanksgiving to everyone across the world. We all have something to be thankful for, whether it is Thanksgiving or not. But on this episode, we're going to turn this turkey into this turkey painting. So stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. Here's an image. It's a stock image. I will leave the link in the description below where you can pick this image up if you want to follow along with me here. We're going to turn this guy into a painting. First off, I think he needs a little bit more saturation. I think he's a little dull here. So let's come to our adjustment layers here. And let's give it hue and saturation. Let's give him a little bit more saturation. I think it's a him. I think it's a gobbler. I think it's got this little beard here denoting male. I think it is. If not, please let me know, guys. But I think it is. All right, so there we go. And I think the composition's a little tight here. I wish there was a little more space at the bottom here. A little more space to the right-hand side of the image, and I might add a little more space here and put this guy on the third, okay? So what I'm going to do here is pull this whole image together, Shift, Option, Command, and E to pull that together. And let's go to our crop tool. Make sure we have content aware checked off on the crop tool. Let's add a little bit of space on the bottom. Little bit of space on the side, on the right hand side here. Let's add a little space on the left and get his head on this third right here. Okay, and then just click this little checkbox here to commit it and watch what the magic of Photoshop does. Does a pretty nice job here, looking good here. It added some claws down here. I guess that's what you call them, claws. Forgive me, guys, if I'm saying that wrong, but I'm going to call them claws. Okay, we just have to fix this up a little bit. So to do that, let's add a blank layer above here. Let's get the clone stamp tool. You can type S to get the clone stamp tool. I'm just going to sample an area over here. Make sure you have all layers checked on here because we're working non-destructively here. And let's just fix this right here and right here. That looks pretty good. And you can see the seam here a little bit. So let's just sample right here. If you option click, you can sample a point. So I'm going to option click right here and just move down. And if I see any other places, option click will sample. Just heal this seam up here a little bit here. Like so. Here's a little space up in here that might need healed. I don't like that one right there. This back side's looking pretty good. Actually, it was right in here. That looks pretty good. All in all, I think that looks pretty nice, guys. Here's a little bit of a repeating pattern right here. Maybe get rid of this over here. A little bit of a repeating pattern in here. Fix that. I think that, whoops. Fix this up here again a little bit. There. I think that looks pretty good right there. All right. So let's look at the before and after. If we option click the first layer here, there's the original, what it looked like. You can see where the extra area is here where I added to the image here. But this is what it looks like now when I option click layer 0 again. So I think that looks much better. On to the next phase. First off, let's merge this all together again. Shift, Option, Command, and E to merge that all together. All right. Now let's go ahead and take this into the Topaz Impression plugin and turn this turkey into a work of art. So we're going to come up here to Filter, come to Topaz Studio, and give Topaz Impression a click right here. And this will launch Topaz Studio and bring us into the impression workflow. And let's look at our presets here on the left here as soon as they build. Let's look at the chalk smudge. That one looks kind of interesting. Let's just look at a couple of these, okay? That's kind of fun. We could maybe work with something like that. I kind of like that. This is like a kid in a candy store, right? Ooh, abstraction right here, guys. This is it. I think we're going to work with this one. Just kidding. That is really abstract. Okay. Cave Dweller. Let's take a look at Cave Dweller. Oh, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that one. And let's come on down. Saison. Let's look at Saison 2 here. Interesting. I'd like a little more contrast. Then we got some charcoal stuff here. And let's keep going. See what we can see. I always like the Edward Hopper ones. But there's a ton of presets in here, guys. And this is just the factory presets. The community of Topaz users put their own presets up here, too. Ooh, this one looks really nice. Degas Dancers 1. Let's take a look at that. I like the contrast there. That looks really nice. I think we're going to use this one. Let's look at Edward Hopper 1. We used that in the last painting we made. I like that too, but I think we're going to go with Degas Dancers 1. I like it. Now let's come over here and take a look here. So now we have brush size here. Watch. We can play. And we have number of strokes, medium, high, and low. We can adjust all these different things. Let's experiment with a few here. Let's change the brush strokes. Now, I don't like the way it's going there. We can go with a little less brush strokes, maybe. Bring a little more detail in, something like that. Let's play with the paint volume. Add a little more paint volume to the image. And large brush volume. And play with these sliders, guys. You can just play with them and see what they're doing for you. Paint opacity. Add more paint to the image, less paint. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so just play with it and get this, to where you like it, and then stop. Okay, maybe somewhere right about there looks pretty nice to me. And then you have stroke rotation. You can vary the stroke rotations on the image, and then you have rotation variation. Okay, and I think I'm just going to leave it right where it was because I thought that looked really nice. And then you can adjust the width of your stroke. Now, right now they have a real wide stroke, but see how you can make the strokes not as wide. And I kind of liked it at the wide stroke. And then you can adjust the lengths of the strokes. So you can make those strokes less or longer. And I do like those longer strokes. I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to leave it go there. Here's one I like down here, the painting progress. Watch when I move this to the left. It'll, like the progress of the painting itself. Gets a little more detailed the further to the right I go. But I might like a little point spot in between there where it looks pretty cool. And I'm kind of liking it maybe right about here. I think that looks really nice. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to come to the texture. And I'm going to make sure I have my texture turned off. Because like I told you guys in the last video, if you watched it, if you leave the texture up and on the image, you can get that canvas look, and you got a bunch of different textures here. But I like to pull the painting effect back in certain areas because I'm going to bring a little bit more detail back to the turkey itself. So I'm going to take the texture the whole way off. We can always add texture later if we wanted to. Or else we could print this on a piece of canvas, and we'd automatically have the texture from the canvas. And we wouldn't want to add any other texture to it, if you know what I'm saying there. So I'm going to leave the texture off. Generally, I will leave the texture off. Okay? And then we're just going to come here and click OK because I'm happy with it. Okay, so now we're back into Photoshop, and I'm going to put a layer mask. So if we come down here, I always like to use my Tony Kuiper panel here to add layer masks and things, but I'll show you down here. You can just come here, see this little icon here. I call it the washing machine. It looks like a front-loading washing machine. Give that a click. Puts a white layer mask on there, and then what we can do is we can paint off the effect anywhere we want to add some more detail back. So let's get a bigger brush. Make sure you have your brush tool selected. I'm going to type B on my keyboard to get the brush tool. And I'm going to be painting at a relatively low opacity of 30%. Okay, and I'm just going to bring back, make sure I'm painting on a white reveal all layer, so I want to make sure my paint is black. So I'm going to type the X key to swap that from white to black. And I'm just going to paint some of the detail back in to the bird here on his feathers. You know, I'm not going to paint all the detail back, especially up here like in his eye. I want that eye to really pop through. I want it to look like a painting, but I want some detail to show through. And this is very important, that you don't let the painting effect at full strength. I can come down to his legs here, his claws, I called it earlier, which is probably not the right word for it, but we'll bring some definition back down into this area here. And I think this really is a nice way to go when you're doing a painterly type image. Okay. And if I wanted to, let's see what happens if we pull back some of this painterly look back here. Let's maybe take this down about 20%. And all I did was type the 2 key to do that. Okay. Let's maybe take some of that down a little bit there. Like so. I'm going to leave all the painterly effect up here, I think. Let's look at the before and after here. Actually, let's shift click this layer 3's mask, and that'll shut off the painted part of the mask so you can see the before and after. See that how it brings some more detail back into the bird, and I took a little off of the top up there. So that's without it. That's the full painterly, and that's after I did some masking. So as you can see, guys, that masking does a really nice job, because look at the definition in these legs here that came back on. But yet we still maintained our painterly look. All right, on to the next phase. All right, let's do another merge all this stuff onto a new layer. I'm going to use my Tony Kuiper panel here and just click this little button. Again, it's Shift Option Command E to do that. Or I think on a PC it's Shift Alt Control E, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, so we merged that all together. The next thing I want to do is go back into Topaz, into Filter, Topaz Studio, and let's Topaz Studio. There is an adjustment in there. Sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time talking this morning. All right, and I'm going to reset this because the last thing I did was impression. And what I want to do is find an adjustment called Precision Detail. I love this one. I use this one all the time, and it's really a good one. So what I want to do here is pop up a bunch of details. I'm going to overdo it here, so don't think, oh, Dave, you've gone nuclear on us here. I'm going to even hit this little boost here and boost it up even more. And I'm liking, look at this cool painterly looking here. I mean, it looks ugly on the rest of the image, but I'm just going to put it on certain spots of the image, like maybe on the head here, and some of these feathers. You'll see. Let's check the overall medium detail and see what we get here. I might just bump that up a little bit. Let's check the large details. And do I want to use, yeah, I might just use a smidge of that right there. The last time I did not click apply. This time I'm going to click apply. And this way, when we come back into Topaz the next time, it won't add the previous effect. And the other thing I need to do, see it tried to put impression back on here again. I'm going to hit the reset button here. So the next time I come back into Topaz Studio, this side here will be blank. I should have done that the last time, but I didn't. So I'm going to click OK. So here we go, guys. So I'm going to put another mask on here. This time I want to put a black mask. So if you hold the option key down and click on the layer mask icon here, that'll put a black hide all layer mask on there. So now what we're going to do is just use white paint. Right now we have black paint, so I'm going to type X. And if your brush isn't selected, type B to get it. I have a nice soft brush here. And I'm right now painting at 20%. Let's start with that. Let's start on our little turkey's head here and bring some detail into that head. Isn't that cool? Look, we're just popping some detail in that head. Some of the feathers back here looked pretty cool. So I'm going to add some detail back into these feathers back in here. And as I recall, there was some cool look in here with the detail added in here. Even these colors are starting to really pop nicely with that detail. So right in here. And I'm mainly focusing on the bird here, guys, not so much on the background. I might put some detail up on the foreground here because it's closer to us. We'll let the background stay the way it is. And again, I'm at 20%. So every time I brush here, I'm adding another 20% of detail back up in. Maybe let's throw a little detail on this little beard here. Just a little bit, maybe a little bit more on his head, because we really want that to pop through. Let's shut the eyeball on and off on layer 4 here. So as you can see, isn't that nice? Just that little bit of detail in there. Let's put some detail on his legs here. Make my brush a little bit smaller. Yeah, and just pop a little bit of detail in here. Just so they really stand out. That's really fun. Well, I hope everybody has a nice Thanksgiving. And it's always a great time of the year to be thankful for all the good things that we have. Hope you're warm and safe this Thanksgiving. And I really wish everyone the best of Thanksgivings this year. And pray that next year's Thanksgiving will even be better. All right, here we go. Just getting a little crazy here. Painting away, painting some detail in. Let's see the before and after. Let's click this eyeball on and off again. Pretty fun, huh? That's looking nice. Now let's just add a little bit of detail down into the foreground here. I'm just going to add some detail here, just so we can throw some depth and dimension into the image. I'm going to hit a little bit harder to the very front, right there. So let's take a look at that. Click the eyeball on and off again on layer 4. There we go. I'm liking that. That's looking pretty nice. I like it, guys. Now, if I felt I had too much detail, I could take this opacity. I always like to take it the whole way off. So slide this the whole way to the left here. And let's just build it up slowly. And I like it, so I'm going to take it up to about 83%. Now let's see the before and after. There we go. Now here's a little trick. If you option click this layer mask, you can see what you've done. Look at that beautiful painting. A nice abstract painting. That's actually my layer mask, guys. But that's what it looks like if you were to see it. So if you option click it, you can see what you've done. All right, so again, let's click the eyeball before and after. Before and after. All right, guys, I think this one is done. I'm really happy with this one. Guys, again, have a great and happy Thanksgiving. Everybody across the world. I know here in America it is Thanksgiving. It may not be Thanksgiving everywhere, but we always have something to give thanks for, right? So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Guys, if you enjoyed this one today, please give it a like. Leave comments and suggestions below. Let me know what you think. I just love to hear from you. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so and click that bell notification icon so you can be informed of all the new training videos I'm putting out. Guys, it's really a privilege and a pleasure of being with you today. And I will see you next time right here on The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly, and I'll see you later.